Hello guys, what is going on? My name's Chrissy, but as you know, today I'm going to be giving you guys a commentary. Um, Man, I haven't done one of these in a while. Excuse me. Yeah, I haven't done one in a while. I think the last one I did was talking about a new phone or something. I don't know. So I got some updates for you. They're not really even updates. They're just topics to talk about. I have some interesting topics. I gotta find time to make them because I literally have no time. You guys may think I do, but I guess I do have time, and I can always make time. GFX Lab did a really good video on. He was talking about how people say I don't have enough time for you because that's not true. You can always make time, right? Everyone sleeps. That's You say you only sleep 4 hours a night. But honestly, you can always make time, right? But what people really mean is that you just aren't on the top of their priority list. And I'll be honest with you guys. You guys aren't on the top of my priority list. I have real man things to do. It sounds like I have a life. Don't get me wrong, I don't actually have that much of a life, but I do have things that occasionally need to get done, and I need to do them. So you guys gotta live with that. I'm sorry. I got some Worms gameplay. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I don't know. The background is actually just some Black Ops 1 gameplay. I've been having a lot of fun with this game. I think I have like 5 gameplays recorded. So I just gotta make time to sit down and record these videos. And yeah. But I guess we should get on to the topic at hand today and stop babbling about what happened yesterday and the days before, and on to the topic. So previously I made a commentary about how I was getting a new phone, and I got it. Actually, I was surprised I got it. I thought my dad was gonna say no, but I got it. So that was cool. I got the HTC One M8. It's pretty awesome. It is the developer edition. It's not the Google Play edition, but you can always flash a ROM, and all that fun stuff, which I have not done. I want to keep it as vanilla as I possibly can, and yeah, I want to savor the moment while it's like a newborn baby. You know, you don't want to touch it because you're afraid you're gonna like kill it or something. It's really hard to break an Android phone. I mean, there's always workarounds. There's things you can do. But I'm really happy. It's the HTC One M8. Could have gotten that, the GS5 or the G3, but the HTC One M8 it's a well-rounded phone, and I have full confidence that it will last me the next few years, and I don't think it'll give me any hiccups. Hasn't slowed down, and yeah, it's pretty much perfect, I think. So yeah, that's that, and then next thing is lots of technology updates. That was a burp and cough at the same time. I think I'm getting sick, actually. See, when summer first started, I was literally sick for the first 2 weeks. I don't know what it was. I don't even get sick that often. I'm not one to get sick very often. And I don't even wash my hands that much. Like, that's a dirty thing to say, but I don't wash my hands that much. Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. Sometimes I go to the bathroom, don't wash them afterwards. I mean, I rinse them. I always rinse them, but sometimes I don't use soap. And I still never get sick. So I don't know if my immune system is just strong or what. But so yeah, when summer vacation first started, I got sick for the first 2 weeks, and now I'm sick again. And before that, I was sick in like February or March or January. I don't know. I've been sick a lot this year. I don't know what's going on. But before that, I was pretty okay. So yeah, I didn't know what we were talking about. So I'm going to go back through this video and figure that out. So I figured it out. We were talking about new phones, and I basically finished up that conversation. But I got my new phone. It's once again, it's the M8. It's pretty cool. I seem to love it. I haven't found any problems with it yet. The battery life is fantastic. It is only a 2600 milliamp hour battery, but sorry, I muted my mic. If any of you guys are looking at the M8 and you're like, oh, I really want a super long battery life, but that one's only 2600 milliamp hours. Yes, it is, but I don't know what HTC did. I don't. But that phone lasts me. I'm not a particularly heavy user, but I'm definitely not someone that just I get a few texts a day. I have 4 emails syncing every 15 minutes. I'm somewhat of a power user. Not a superpower user, but I'm up there, you know. Yeah, I haven't rooted it or anything like that, so it's mostly stock, you know. Um, and yeah, I have tons of apps installed. If that makes a difference, it really doesn't. I keep my brightness at around 60-70%. That seems to be pretty good. It seems almost too bright, so I might have to turn that down eventually. But I keep it at a pretty bright brightness. Um, and for sure, I've never once ran out of battery in one day, even when I used it the most. So yeah, I mean, today I've used it heavily. I think I've been on it maybe 4 or 5 hours, and I have 37% left. I was on my phone very heavily today because it was a lot of stop and go type of stuff. That's what the kind of stuff I was doing. Don't want to get into it too much, but just know that the battery definitely will last you a weekend without too much problems at all. And if you flash something like CyanogenMod or Paranoid Android or I know the Simple OS. Is that a thing anymore? I think it was. I was browsing through forums. Anyways, that's a tangent. You guys probably don't even know what I'm talking about / care. Just know it's pretty cool stuff, and give it a try. But on to other things. My other purchases. I didn't actually make these purchases, but it sounds cool when I say that I made it because it makes me sound like I'm a big boy jet. But I don't. Don't let me fool you. I got a laptop. I needed it for school because it's mandatory. Um, just because it's used for writing papers. I got one. It's not top of the line, but it's definitely not a Chromebook. At first, I was going to get a Chromebook because I figured, what am I going to do on it? All I need to do is use the internet. And that is true to a certain extent, but I do like a few of my programs, such as PeerBlock. That's a big one for me. I like to stay in my own private little section of the web. You know, I don't like anyone touching me. Um, that's a good program. I highly recommend it. If you don't know what it is, ignore me. And things like Photoshop is a big must because I take a photography class, and Photoshop is a big thing for me. And yeah, I need to be able to run my Windows programs as well as Microsoft Office. That is a huge thing for me. Huge thing. And and that's that. That's essentially it. I'm really excited. If you guys are wondering, it's the Acer Aspire 3. It's the one with an i3, 320 gigabyte hard drive, and 4 gigs of RAM. Yeah, no 1080p screen, but in the future, I don't know, probably in the next few months, I'm going to try to get my SSD. I might take out the SSD from my computer and put it in there just for the time being, depending on how slow the 5400 RPM drive is. Because it's for school, it needs to be snappy, you know, it needs to be able to go back and forth pretty easily. Can't have any hiccups there. And yeah, people say the battery life isn't outstanding, but I doubt I'm going to be using it more than 4 hours, and people say you can get 4.5 hours. And I have some tricks up my sleeve that I think are going to work just fine for that laptop, such as disabling like that power stuff. I'm just going to turn on power saver. Who cares? It's an i3. It'll be fine. And I'll just turn it up for Photoshop types of work if I care about rendering times. This is a technical episode. I didn't mean for it to be one, but just, you know, I like sitting down here. I don't realize it. It's one of those things where I don't quite like doing it, but once I do it, you know, I like it. That's cool. But in other news, I'm going to a place called Sky Zone on Thursday. Today is Monday night as I'm recording this, so I got tomorrow, the next day, and then that morning, I'm going to a place called Sky Zone. It's an indoor trampoline park, if you guys have ever heard of it. And they have like I think it's like 100 trampolines, and you get to jump on them. You get to do, and then they have a foam pit at one end, and you get to do backflips and front flips and act like Superman, and it's pretty cool over there. So I'm excited about that. That should be fun. I'm excited for that. That's cool stuff. I guess all we can say is that I hope I don't die. That would not be a particularly good thing, or at least I don't think it'd be a good thing. You guys might wish that. So yeah, guys, I guess this is the end of the episode, or it's not even an episode. Episodes like shows, but I guess this is the end. Hope you guys have liked it. If you liked it, please like it. If you disliked it, dislike it. And tell me one in the comment section below so I can maybe make these things better. Favorite it if you're feeling generous. I don't know. You guys probably don't like my stuff. Anyways, hope you guys have a safe day. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Peace, guys.